Wild card when the day began. They're hosting Detroit, and Justin Verlander telling Jim Rome earlier this week, no more Mr. Nice Guy for him.
I decided when I woke up in the morning I was going to have this mentality all day of, really, I hate the other team, and that's just the way I felt about it. I needed to change something to go out there and give myself the best chance to win.
Justin Verlander might hate the Rays for 3 reasons. Number 1, the Rays lead the major leagues in stolen bases.
Well, bottom 3, Rays are on him 1-0, and Justin Bartlett tries to steal. No. Hey, Timmy, what about reason number 2?
Number 2, Carlos Pena leads the American League in home runs.
Well, here he is. Does Pena go yard? No, he grounds out. He went homerless in the game. Timmy, give me reason 3.
Number 3, the Tigers have lost 6 of their last 7 games at, the Trop.
By the way, Tim Kirchin, the nicest guy you'll ever meet. Top 9 game tied. Adam Everett, go cousin. Ryan Rayburn scores. Tigers up 2-1. Next batter, Curtis Granderson. He singles. Another run scores. Tigers up 3-1. Verlander hoping the Tigers can hold on. But bottom 9 hold on because Evan Longoria has been hotter than a fox in a forest fire. He scores. Carl Crawford there. Carlos Pena held up at third. Rays down 1. Will they win again at home? Next batter, Willie Ibar. Is he way out or just out? Just out. Mr. Mean gets it done. He picks up the win. Tigers 4-3.
Angels cruising toward the playoffs in Kansas City to take on the Royals. Jared Weaver looking for his 14th win of the season. That would be a career high. Bottom 3rd, Unieski Betancourt leading off, and Weaver sits him down. Bottom 4, Mitch Meyer leading off. Mitch Meyer swinging in the dirt. Same inning, 2-out runner on second. Weaver makes a mistake, and Alberto Callaspo jumps all over it. Mike Jacobs scores, triple for Callaspo. Royals up 1-0. Top 6, 2-out. Angels trailing 1-0. Bases loaded for Vladimir Guerrero. Right back to Kyle Farnsworth. Vlad will swing at anything. Probably shouldn't have swung at that one. Farnsworth out of the jam. Top 8, same score. Guerrero up again with the bases loaded. Yeah, swing at that one. Off Roman Colon, Sean Figgins and Meister Turris come in to score. The Angels win it 2-1, and Weaver 7 strong to get his 14th win. 7 in a row, but they ran up against Roy Halladay Friday in Toronto. I'm going to leave that one alone. Bottom first, 1-0 Blue Jays went on for Vernon Wells. Not Ramiro Pena's finest moment. Derek Jeter had the night off. Pena in at shortstop. Blue Jays up 2-0. Roy Halladay had the night on. Gives Jorge Posada. And then Mark Teixeira. And then Robinson Cano in the 5th to win the inning. Halladay had a no-hitter through 5. Top 6, 4-0 Blue Jays. Went out, Pena at the plate now. And, well, there goes a no-hitter. But Halladay would remain focused. Later in the inning, bases loaded, 2 outs. Alex Rodriguez up. He's been delivering in the clutch lately, but Halladay gets him there. He struck out 9. Top 9, 6-0 Blue Jays. A-Rod up again. That's not going to hurt a bit either. Halladay gets his first win since August 14th. He went the distance, gave up just the 1 hit you saw. Blue Jays win at 6-0. Chamberlain, 6.39 ERA in 3. And that could bring even more good news for Hanley Ramirez and company. Top first, that's good news. That'll drive in a run. Marlins led 1-0. Ramirez had 2 RBI. Next batter, Jorge Cantu. Cannot, Cantu, cannot, Cantu, cannot, Cantu. 2-run shot, his 14th of the season. Marlins up 3-0. Florida pounded out 13 hits. Bottom 7, 2 outs, bases loaded. Nationals down 9-5. Kiko Calero gets Josh Bard on the check swing. Marlins have won 3 in a row. John Baker matched his career high with 4 RBI. Like the Marlins, the Braves started Friday 4 games back in the wild card chase. Braves entertaining the suddenly surging Reds. Bottom 4, 1 out, 1 on. Braves trailing 1-0. You know Escobar. Check this out. Off the back of Bronson Arroyo throws it to first. He says, you hit me in the back, I'll hit you in the head. Escobar called out by umpire Brian Gorman. Escobar not only took one off the coconut, he also rolled his ankle on the play, left the game with a high ankle sprain. Bobby Cox left the game with an ejection, his 150th of his career. Top 6, same score. Man on first, Brandon Phillips. That's well hit. Off the wall, Joey Votto scores from first. The Reds win at 3-1. They've won 5 in a row. To face the Brewers, Barry Zito 4-2, 1.92 area, 9 starts since the All-Star break. Top first, Brewers already at 1-0. Mike Cameron down the line. Ryan Braun scores. Zito, 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, 5 Ks, no decision. Giants come alive in the 6th, though. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Nate Scherholz off Jeff Suppan, and Cameron can't handle that. Scherholz safe at first. Edgar Renteria scores. Giants down 2-1. Cameron's error costly. Next batter, Aaron Rome with runners on the corners, and Juan Uribe scores, and that ties the game at 2. Top 8 still 2-2. Benjamin Molina. That's not coming back. First pitch from Todd Coffey, and it's out of the yard. Molina's 17th. Giants win at 3-2. Brian Wilson with his 33rd save. 13 consecutive starts. That's the Cardinals' record for the modern era. But he was in a jam. Bottom 5, Cards up 3-2. Brandon Moss up with runners on first and second. Moss jumps on that one. Andy LaRoche and Ryan Newman come in to score. The throw to third, not optimum. Moss scores. Pirates lead 6-5. Wainwright, 5 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 5 Ks. But check this out. Next inning, Denny Batista facing Albert Pujols with 2 on and 2 out. You got to be careful with Pujols. That's not careful. And that's what happens when you're not careful with Albert Pujols. 3-run shot. Cardinals up 8-6. Pujols 43rd. Top 8. Cardinals up 10-7. Ryan Ludwig with 2 on. That one's going as well. Ludwig 5 for 5 with 2 home runs, a pair of doubles, and 5 RBI. The Cardinals win at 14-7, and Wainwright gets the win, his 17th, despite giving up 6 runs in the ballgame. Good to have some offense behind you.
Now, with the Cardinals win, if the Dodgers lose at home against the Padres, L.A. and St. Louis will have identical records in the National League. And Clayton Kershaw hasn't won since July 18th. Nick Hundley. Rafael Furcal throws it away, then James Loney throws it away. Oscar Salazar scored from second. Hundley went to third. He had 2 errors, and it's 2-0 Padres. Bottom 8, Jim Thome, Dodger debut. Did he have a Dodger dog before the game? Well, he had at least a bite. He singles, and then he's taken out for a pinch runner. Keep it in the bottom of the 8th. Heath Bell. You got a 4-out save in you? Gets Loney to fly out to left with runners on the corners to end the inning. Dodgers just 15 runs in their last 6 games, including none in this one. Furcal, bottom 9. Good game to watch. Wade LeBlanc, his first win of the season. Dodgers in trouble. Rocks up 2-0, 2 outs, 2 on, 3-0 count, first base open. Jason Hamill challenges Miguel Montero. Montero answers the challenge. This game tied. Diamondbacks 4-2, bottom 7, 2 on, 1 out. That's Esmeralda Vasquez's last pitch. Seth Smith, a career high 4 hits, scores 2, game tied at 4. All right, they brought in Daniel Schlereth. He gave up a walk, then an error, loaded the bases, and then Brad Hopp sits. And your next batter, Ian Stewart, who homered earlier. He ground out those Schlereth men. They're tough buggers. Out of the jam, keeps the game tied. We go bottom 8. Jason Giambi, pinch hitting. And Jason Giambi, RBI single. Yorvit Torrealba, who singled and then was bunted over to second, scored. Rockies take a 5-4 lead. Franklin Morales in for the injured Houston Street. And Justin Upton's been killing him since coming back to the DL. He can't get it done. Rockies win 5-4. The win keeps Colorado 1 up on San Francisco in the NL wildcard race. Jose Contreras, Rockies debut Saturday. From the Dodgers losing to you at home winning with the top 10 plays. And if Brent Musburger's involved, it's big. I'm listening. I'm watching. Even if he's behind a car with Denny Hamlin for a couple laps at Atlanta. Brent?
They got in, and in Hamlin, he dropped a hammer and took me around for a few laps. I thought it was the Blue Angels taking me back up in the air. Let me tell you, lad, it's a good thing I didn't have much to eat for breakfast.
Number 9, Maria Jose Martinez Sanchez against Serena Williams. Look at this. Wow, a blind winner for Martinez Sanchez. She didn't even have a chance to look. But Serena won 6-3, 7-5.
Cubs Mets at 8. Two of the more disappointing teams this season. Boy, Corey Sullivan. That's the way to make Sports Center. Taking one away from Kosuke Fukudome. The Mets won.
At number 7, Phillies and Astros. Kaz Matsui into center field. Aaron Boone rounding third, trying to score. Shane Victorino throws out Boone at home. But the Astros win at 7-0. They had point power.
Got it. Rangers Orioles at 6. Ian Kinsler deep left. Felix P.A. That's the way to be kept. Takes away a home run. Rangers won.
Number 5, Tigers and Rays. Adam Everett Taps to the third. Evan Longoria charges. Anybody can do it with a glove. In time for the out. Barehanded, all in one motion. Great play for Longoria.
UNC alumni game. I mean, Roy Williams, Dean Smith, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter.
Wow.
Then on the break, how about Ty Lawson giving to Shamon Williams? And, okay, it's like a dunk fest. A big sellout. They unveiled the banner.
Celebrating 100 years. Giants and Brewers at number 3. Benji Molina grounds it to short. Alcides Escobar makes a diving stop, gets to his feet, and in time for the out. What a play.
All right, at 2, Cowboys-Vikings. Cowboys punting. This was in Minnesota, though, so you don't have to worry about the scoreboard. Darius Raynaud breaking a tackle from Jesse Hawley, and then Hawley gets back into the play, misses a second tackle of Raynaud all the way for the touchdown.
Trying to make the team.
Oh, and then he did. There he is. Okay, I got you there. Didn't get you there. You got to admire the hustle. I got you.
Number 1 also from Cowboys and Vikings. Vikings put a ball, takes a backwards bounce right to Jesse Hunt. There he is again. Didn't give up on that one either. Look at him go. Now that man is trying to make the team. Give him a roster spot. Come on, man. Wade Phillips is digging it. Cowboys win at 35.
Pirates. Albert Pujols supposed to have the day off. Pitch hitting in the top of the 10th, and wouldn't you know it? There we go. His 44th. That would be the game winner. Cardinals have now won 2 straight and 11 of 13.
Why pitch to him? Dodgers hosting the Padres. LA just 24-24 since the All-Star break. Andre Ethier. We got liftoff. 28th of the year. Before this year, career high, 20 home runs. Dodgers up 5-2 after the solo blast. And Randy Wolf has been outstanding of late for the LA rotation. Wolf, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. He's now 5-0 his last 6 starts. Dodgers win 7-4.
It looks like the New York Yankees have it on cruise control these days. Taking on the Blue Jays, bottom second, Randy Ruiz. Hits what appears to be a home run off the left field pole. The umpires would video review it. Watches the ball hits the fan's hand in foul ground. Tim Sheeta calls it foul. Bottom 4th, John McDonald. Loose one to shallow right. Robinson Cano and Eric Hinsky, neither one can get it. Edwin Encarnacion scores, and look at the play by Jorge Posada. Game tied at 2, and then Mark Teixeira. Top 5, his 33rd. Yankees continue to roll. They win.
Pick things up in the 5th. We're tied at 4. Melvin Morrow, 2 count. Already homer, goes up the middle, and that'll bring in a run. Orioles up 5-4. O's wearing those 1949 Negro League throwbacks. And the right down the middle of the plate, 0-2 pitch not working there for Millwood. In the 8th, Ian Kinsler, X-ray vision, not working. Attempting the bunt after glancing to 3rd. Mora, how about diving? Woo! He was shaken up. Top plate nominee, no doubt. Rangers held hitless in the final 6 innings. Mora, 3 hits, 3 RBI. He would stay in the game. Orioles go on to win 5-4.
Facing the Angels, he's been stellar in his last 5 starts. 2.13 ERA. Top 8, 1-0 no longer. Torrey Hunter takes it into center. Greinke pitched a great game, though. 8 innings, 8 hits, no earned, 8 Ks. Watch this little kid. He loses his carrot.
Yeah.
Realizes, well, I'm probably not going to get it. And, oh, my goodness.
The delayed reaction, I love it.
Top 11, Eric Ibar. That would prove to be your game-winning hit. Here comes Hunter. 2-1 Angels in 11. Greinke and John Lackey both taking no to see.
Astros, Roy Oswald left the game in the 7th due to a sore back. Went 6 1/3, 8 Ks, 2 earned runs. We go to the 9th. Brad Lidge in. Phillies up 4-3. Former Astro Brad Lidge. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Kaz Matsui to right center. This single bringing in 2 walk-off style. And Brad Lidge, 10th blown save of the year. Astros win 5-4. And the jersey in Atlanta. Giants playing catch-up with the Rockies. 1 game back in the wild card facing the Beermen. Matt Cain on the bump in the dish here. And Giovanni Gallardo laying down the heat here. Cain just getting out of the way as he tried to bunt the ball. How about more chin music from Gallardo with the very next pitch? Pitch number 3 of the at-bat. Yeah, he's going to get it again, and Kane would eventually strike out. Randy Wynn in the 5th over Ryan Braun's head. Eugenio Velez coming in, and then Velez, the defense. Prince Fielder runners at the corners, and Velez has range. Sweet play at second to get the force. Kane gets his 13th win of the season, first since July 24th.
All right, Rockies hosting the D-backs. Jose Contreras making his debut for the Rockies after being acquired on Monday. Top 4th. Contreras in trouble, but he gets Brandon Allen swinging. That'd be Contreras' 4th strikeout of the game. Next batter, Chad Tracy. The always popular 4-6-3 double play. Inning over. Contreras gets out of the jam. Bottom 8th, Rockies up 3-1. Seth Smith. The big solo shot is 13th. Rockies go on to win 4-1. They've won 4 out of their last 5. Still a game up